I decided I'd just go out and have some fun flying outside the box, or that is to say, outside of my favorite flying park. And where I'm headed, I've made at least 2 other videos. I'm pretty sure just 2 other videos trying to catch the perfect time to make a video. So this morning I decided, okay, I'm going to try again and see if I can catch what I want to catch. And you'll see here pretty soon where we are. Maybe, I hope so. Maybe you can figure it out. I'm looking down the dirt road, and I've actually made a video of some friends working on the shrubs along this dirt road. So it's a familiar spot, but as far as making a video specifically for what I'm looking for today, I've tried it twice and still haven't achieved results. And you might have saw to the left here on the screen, oh, and there went a big black bird close to my head. Anyway, if you look to the left on the screen, you might be able to figure out, and if you haven't figured out, I'm on my bicycle, which I really like riding a bicycle. I learned a long time ago you can go a long ways with a bicycle and not have to work too hard. It's much better than walking. And there's an interesting story about this bicycle, but I won't tell you now. So what is that over there? Well, let's take a look. Here we go. Yeah, you probably figured it out. It's a concrete plant or a cement plant. And that truck that's got its tumbler rolling just came out of the filling station. If you go straight back from where the truck is, there's a little hole in the wall. You'll see it in a minute. He just came out. In fact, they were loading him with concrete as I rode up on my bike. And that's what I wanted to see, was a picture. To get a video of the truck backing in and getting filled with concrete and then pulling out. And they always pull over to this wash station and get all the splattered stuff off of the truck and make it look nice. And the guy down below is his truck is just, he drives around and keeps the dust down. And so he was working on that when I rode up. Now you can get a better picture of the little garage part where they back in, and then they fill them up with concrete and fresh concrete, and then they drive it out and wash it off. And you'll notice the tube is turning to the right, and that keeps the concrete mixed up. When they get to where they're headed and they need to get the concrete out of there, there's veins that are like screw. And so when he turns the tumbler the opposite direction, that pushes the concrete out the back. And here comes a truck that looks like he's probably bringing in, I think they use gypsum, and that could be gypsum that he's bringing in, but it's a chemical. And you'll see here in a few minutes or so that those tubes along the side of the trailer on the right-hand side, they have hoses, and then they pump the gypsum out of the back of the truck and up into the storage area up above that's on the right here. And so you can see the guy's getting ready to do something there, and the sediment ponds are straight below. And what they do is when they come back with a truck that has some concrete, and they mix it all up and get it really wet and put it into the sediment ponds. And then every once in a while they clean out the sediment ponds. And there he goes. He's got a load of concrete, and his tumbler is turning to keep the concrete from hardening, and he's got the extra weight wheels on the back. When he gets out onto pavement, he'll put those down to help keep from cracking pavement. And here you can see the tubes on the side of that truck down there a little better. I hung around for about 20 minutes waiting for another truck to come into the little garage there and get filled up, and it never happened. So one of the things I did get to see, but I didn't put it in the video, was the guy came out, pulled the hoses out of one of those tubes, and hooked it into the back of the truck, and took the hose inside the construction thing there. And now we're just going to get a good look at the three tubes or the three containers that they pump stuff up into it, and you can see a pump coming up the back of that one. They pump stuff up into the tube, and then they mix it with everything that's going on in that building. And by the way, the pump is so loud that you can hear it. If you listen close, you can hear it from my house, which is probably a mile and a half away or so. And here comes a truck that is coming back from a run. And so he comes up, and then we'll get to see him in a minute here. He'll back up. There he is, backing up to the sediment ponds and getting rid of the excess concrete that's in his tumbler. And the thing is they mix it with so much water that it won't harden in those ponds, but they end up with sediment. It goes from the first pond closest to him to the next one, and then the next one, and then finally when it gets down the end, it's pretty much lost all the concrete that was in it. So anyway, I waited and waited, and the new truck never showed up. Now, earlier that morning, I decided I would take video of a construction near my house. So I, with my little Mini and Mavic Mini, and I came up and I don't know if you noticed, but I had range extenders on the antennas, hoping that I could get close to the construction site. And we're going to speed things up here, and I think I did it 5 times normal speed, and so we can get over there. And you see the house is on the left, on the other side of that fence. I have a playlist of construction from the time that field where they are looked like this to where they've got almost all the houses constructed now. So anyway, I couldn't get my Mavic Mini to get any closer because it kept losing connection, and just over this field. And so I decided, okay, after I went to the cement mill, I'll just come back over and get set up here in this field and get some videos of the construction going on. And here I come on my bicycle and looking for a place to set up. And that board right there had nails in it, so I had to be careful not to run over that. And this used to be a pecan tree orchard, and they grew pecans. And here I go. I'm taking off from the spot that I picked, and it's a nice sunny day, and I stood in the shade so I could see my phone better. There's my bike, and and by the way, my hat cam, I had it aimed too low, so I missed a lot of good shots. But here we go. That's extra fast speed there too. Another picture of the Daytona Speedway. All right, now we're back to normal speed. Now, a couple of days ago, I was shopping at the auto parts store, which you can't see from here, and where the scraper is, they had a big deep ditch. I mean, big deep pit, and where the backhoe is, there was a big pile of dirt. So they had moved all the dirt out of that area where he's where he's grading, and for some reason now they're filling it back up again. So if somebody knows more about construction than I do, I don't know what they did that for, but that spot right there was a big pit. And so anyway, now they're moving on. By the way, there's a lot of construction expected along the road that is not straight in front of us, but the crossroad where all the cars have to stop. There's going to be a lot of construction along that road, and if you like construction, I'm going to be making some videos of that construction, like I did for the housing project. So that's about it. And before I close, the houses. Let's see if we can see them from here. I don't know. Yeah, there I am standing down there. But the houses on the other side of that fence. I have a playlist of several videos of the progress going from a field like the one I'm standing in to where their houses are now. So, anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.